Hey there everybody, hot and stinky, and welcome back to Darksiders II, the Deathinitive Edition. Alright, so in the last episode we completed the Soul Arbiter's Maze, and in this episode we are going to complete the damn game! Alright, but we need to get out of here. We gotta do a couple things before we complete the game. First, we got to go to Tristone. We're going to turn in Argyle. We get an achievement for that too, which is called like a nos. So let's go ahead and get on. Wrong way, Death. So let's go ahead and get on over there. Then after Thane, we're going to head on over to Blackroot. We're going to turn in all of our stone bites. We're going to get a couple of achievements there as well. We got a couple of achievements in the last one. But now we're going to get a couple of achievements here and finish off the game. Where's Tristone? Come on, Tristone. There it is. Loading screen, come on. Thane is behind us. Let's go ahead and turn in this last one.
I found Argyle.
Once he was king of the dead. I trust you remembered to bow before you killed him. There are creatures yet that will prove your equal.
Who? Defeated them all. Alright, so once you turn that in, you get like a nos. Then, well, I forgot. We got to get one more achievement. So let's go ahead to Volgrim, and we're going to get the achievement, Respect Yourself. Then we'll go to Blackroot, and then we'll finish the game. Loading, loading, loading. I probably should have bought a Wrath Potion, but it's okay.
This is no place for a horse.
It's always a place for a horse, Death.
Fresh merchandise.
So we'll go ahead and do a respect. And you get an achievement for doing that called Respect Yourself for doing your first reset. You can do this as many times as you want. So then you go to your skill tree and you just redistribute them if you want to change things. But I'm going to pretty much keep everything the same. I am not going to do... Yeah, I'm not going to do Death's Allure. I think everything was like almost pretty much maxed out. Alright, so we're going to go to Angus Guard. Just to make sure that everything... Arcane. Lightning damage. Yep. Arcane critical chance. Yep. And don't really care for Reaper energy. So I'm going to do... I'll do Reaper energy just for the last one. Alright. So that's the achievement of Respect Yourself. Now, we can go on over to Blackroot and turn in the stone bites. So before you do any new game plus or anything like that, definitely turn in everything because it doesn't transfer over. So your stone bites don't transfer over. Book of the Dead pages don't transfer over. Stone bites, Book of the Dead pages, relics do not transfer over. Let's just take a look here at our quest. Sticks and Stones is the last one. The only thing that does transfer over is your attributes, your skills, and boatman coins. So let's speak to Blackroot.
I never thought this possible, but I have had my fill of stones. Take this final reward as gratitude. Blackroot is full.
So then you get an achievement of all you can eat buffet, and you get an achievement for the secondary adventure for completing all secondary quests.
These are for you.
Now, let me just... Oh, and we get Guillotine. The legend states that Guillotine was forged by the Makers, a masterwork weapon used in many bloody wars. The craftsmanship of this blade unerringly guides the wielder's attacks to strike blows of exquisite carnage. Right. So, before we turn in our stones, we're just going to explain it. So, we got Mystic, Power, and Resistance. So, depending on your build is how you want to turn your stones in. So, because I'm doing Necromancer, I'm going to be focusing on Arcane Critical Damage and Arcane Critical Chance. So I'm going to turn in, when I turn in my stones, I'm going to be focusing on Arcane Critical Chance, which is going to be 2 Mystic and 1 Resistance. Same thing, if you're a Harbinger, you're going to be focused on Critical Damage or Critical Chance. You want to put most of it into Critical Damage and the rest into Critical Chance. So let's go ahead and turn in these stones. So we're going to do 2 Mystic and 1 Resistance to get 10% critical damage, and then we're going to keep doing that until we're all out, and then we're going to go to Arcane Critical Chance. So you can turn the stone bites in at any point that you want, but I always wait till the end so I can max out as much as possible. Now we're going to go to Arcane Critical Chance. And then whatever is left over, we're going to put into Power. It doesn't really hurt, but we're just maxing everything out that we can. Alright. So now let's take a look at our stats. Arcane Critical Chance is now at 69%. Critical Damage is at 376. Alright. So now, let's head on over to Tree of Life. Alright. Tree of Life. Now, before you do go in there, once again, make sure you turn in all your stone bites, all your Book of the Dead pages, all your relics, all your secondary quests, because they will not transfer on over. Like I said, the only thing that transfers over is the Boatman coins, your attributes for your Arcane Critical Damage, Arcane Critical Chance, and the stuff on your skill tree if you're going to do a new game plus. We are maxed out at level 22, but anything that we've acquired so far for when it comes to experience is going to, once we start the new game plus, it's going to bring it all there, because I think we can't start the Crucible until we're at least level 25. So let's go ahead into the Well of Souls. And then by going into the Well of Souls, you get another achievement, the Root of Corruption. And I don't have shit for Wrath. We'll use a Wrath potion, not a big deal.
Have you ever wondered, Death, why you are untouched, while those around you wither and rot in the grip of corruption? Could it be that you are already blackened by the sin of betrayal? How can you defeat that which seethes in your own heart? You cannot stop me without forever damning your soul! Then so be it.
So he wants some. He's not that bad of a fight. I think Argyle can be tougher. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What happened to... Oh, I respected. Jesus, I forgot. And then B. Because I don't need the other ones. I forgot, once you respect... Once you respect... Dude, don't knock me off, bro. It takes away your silence. Totally forgot about that. My bad. I don't know why you're screaming. You're not that bad. Trying to get full. There we go. Angus Guard. Trifecta. And we just tear him a new one. He is angry. I'm gonna make sure. Alright. Oh, dude. And I'm just gonna use a health potion just in case, but I probably don't need it. Nope. My ghoulies are going to town. Give me that B button. There we go. I don't think he needed the arm.
Take my hand once more, brother.
And just like that, we get an achievement called the Big Boss for defeating Absalom, and we get a stroll in Demonic Park for defeating it on any difficulty.
I've killed Absalom. Stopped the corruption. I stand at last at the Well of Souls. We've no idea what I must do next.
It is quite simple, and yet most difficult.
I'm in no humor for riddles, Crowfather.
You may tap the power of the well to return the kingdom of man, or you may resurrect the Nephilim. But know that choosing one will forever doom the other.
My brother War. I would protect him above all.
To return man to the earth will require a sacrifice. Thus, from death came life, and the seeds of humanity will be sown. But death's journey was not ended. On the shattered earth, his brother War had slain the destroyer.
You will be hunted. The White City for certain. The Council, and there will be others. You would wage this war alone?
No. Not alone.
War had broken the seventh seal, summoning the horsemen of the apocalypse. And the number of the riders shall ever be 4.
There we go, people. The end of the game. Now the only thing that is left is the Crucible. There are a couple of other achievements, but those are based on the level of difficulty that you choose to play on. But other than that, the only thing left is the Crucible and defeating Wicked K, which we're actually going to do in the next episode. Well, yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, because you can't get to the last stage of the Crucible until you reach level 25. Right now we're level 22. So what needs to be done is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new game plus, and I'm going to level up until about level 25 to get that last stage, and then we'll start the Crucible. When it comes to new game plus, nothing's different. It's the same story, same collectibles. The only thing that changes is you can just bring in your abilities. So you start off, instead of having nothing but the primary weapons, you have everything secondary, all your skills and attribute points. I think the only things that you don't have is like Death Grip, Soul Splitter. You don't get those because those are quest items, so you would have to go through the story to get those. Again, same thing with the Voidwalker, but you don't really need the Voidwalker or Soul Splitter for the Crucible. Death Grip would be handy. You can interrupt enemies. But yeah, that's what we're going to do in the next episode. I just got to work on the character, get him leveled up. So I'll be playing that for the next day or so to make sure he's at the level. I'm not going to do anything with the equipment. I'm going to keep everything the same. That way it's just the same going into the Crucible as we ended the game. But yep, that is it, everybody. That's it. I mean, there's nothing left to do. We're almost done with just a couple more things, just the Crucible, get those achievements, and that's it. I love this game. It's such a long game, but I love it. I think this is like episode 35 or 36, and the Crucible is going to be about a 45-minute to an hour-long episode. Because in order to get that achievement, you have to do it all in one sitting. You can't do, part of the Crucible, leave, start back up where you came off at. It won't. I'm losing my train of thought. It won't count it. So you have to do it from beginning to end, all 100 levels, and then Wicked K. But with our build of the Rasteel, Arcane Critical Damage or Critical Chance, Health per Kill. We didn't get Health Steal, couldn't find anything with Health Steal, but we should be just fine with what we have. The Rasteel and the Health per Kill are on my primary weapon, my Slice. So we should be just fine in completing the Crucible without any issues. But yeah, that will do it for this episode. I'll wait until the credits are done before we get out of here.
Lilith? Where are my Nephilim?
My prince,
The end war is upon us. Yet instead of the army you promised me, death has returned man to the balance.
I await your punishment.
This time, Lilith, you will get no pleasure from it.
Alright, New Game Plus. Would you like to start a New Game Plus with your current character? This will override any save data. Yes. Alright, so now we are in a New Game Plus. Like I said, I'm going to level up the character. So we can be at the appropriate level for the Crucible. And we'll have that on the next episode, which will be a couple days. Yeah, a couple days. But I appreciate you guys hanging out, watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. It's definitely one of my favorite games. I don't know what I'm going to do next after the Crucible, but I'll think of something. But yeah, and also as well, if you guys are new to the channel and you enjoy the content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I definitely do appreciate it. But that'll be it from you guys, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye!